Nail gun injuries can, depending on where obviously someone is hit with a nail gun or a nail enters a person's body, if you like, but anywhere from eyes, we've had incidents where people have been struck in the eye from a couple of metres away, and you know it protrudes right through, almost to the brain, to be honest. We've had incidents where people have shot themselves in the head. We had an incident not long ago where two guys were working on a scaffold, and one was bending over doing some weatherboards, and as he stood up, the gun that his partner was holding actually contacted the back of his head and shot him in the back of the skull. We had an incident a while ago where a worker was shot in the chest by another worker. We've had incidents where guys come down off ladders and contact themselves in the leg, so as they're getting down. A lot of these are a result of what we call bump fire. So we have two modes on a nail gun. Generally we'll have what we call a single shot, where the safety mechanism on the gun is depressed and the trigger's pulled and it fires one nail, then needs to be reset to fire the second nail. What we find out in industry is that people would rather have their guns on what we call bump fire mode, so we change the trigger over to a trigger that then can be held down, and every time the safety mechanism is depressed, it fires a nail. What we tend to find is that people, as they're walking around holding these nail guns, will have their hand on the trigger. So every time that safety mechanism is depressed, whether it's by accident or not, a nail will fire. And that puts people at risk, especially inexperienced and young workers. Okay, so if they're using those nail guns just to slip, it can cause them to maybe depress the safety on a hand, on a leg, on a calf. Climbing up and down ladders, then generally we find a lot of people are either going up ladders, down ladders, and they contact their legs with the nail gun and fire themselves and shoot themselves in the leg. So we do have quite a few injuries. Generally what happens too with the nail gun, if the nail's lodged rather deeply, they'll end up requiring surgery to remove it. One of the other problems with the nail guns is a glue that holds the nails together can also cause infections and things like that. So I've had apprentices that have put hands up with fingers where they can't clench fists, where they've shot themselves through 2 or 3 fingers and now they can't clench their fists, right through to, as I say, injuries where people have shot themselves in the head, eyes and so forth. So